Sidi, after a while of being in Tariqa and trying to do all the practices, we still feel like it's becoming external and that our ego might be participating. How can we make our love to be real?
Your tafakkur, your contemplation, your meditation. You do your service, do all the services, meditate, contemplate and feel the energy, feel the guidance and control any external elements. The external forces that shaitan is coming in 6 directions, control those. Otherwise you get distracted, you go in this direction, that direction, you go left, right and all around like a whirlpool. He'll spin you up, then take you down, go to the right, he'll flip you to the left and before you know it, ooh, you're lost. And the most dangerous right now is people making comments, sharing. Don't share anything, don't make comments to anything. Nobody cares for your opinion of what you think of politics, of this or that. The way of tariqah is silence. Keep your path silence and obey those in authority. Atiullah, ati Rasul wa ulul amri minkum. The ulul amr of dunya whom Allah gave an authority on the physical world, they have authority. Allah gave them that authority. Nothing can happen on this world without Allah's authority. So then you are bound by Qur'an and its true understanding. So these are times in which to really follow tariqah. Then you'll see that the gift from Allah was guidance. You don't see it right now because you think, oh they look like they can do anything they want. They're like a sheep running towards the slaughterhouse. They just don't see the blade right there. But guidance are the shaykhs. Why? Because they're like a shepherd and they keep their flock away from wolves, away from danger, away from cliffs. But you won't understand that until you see the danger. Then you say, Ya subhanallah, what the heck is that? All of tariqah's disciplines, because Allah wrote this program. Those not abiding by Allah's program will be found in the difficulties of what you did not follow, if that makes sense. Allah said, remain silent. Tariqah is based on silence. All the people who thought the whole world needed to know their opinion, what's waiting for you then? Because Allah wrote the program, He's waiting for you is a punishment at the hands of people whom have no mercy. Means kingdom is coming. Everything from Sharia is going to be happening on this earth. So how's that happening? It's written in divine law where you're not supposed to speak, you're not supposed to give your opinion, you're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to be a good servant in which you fix yourself. Nahi wal munkar, they'll say, yeah but first you fix yourself before you fix anyone else. How you could fix someone else when you're corrupt? So tariqah comes and teaches you Qur'an, real Qur'an, that even that verse is in reference to ourselves. That I have to fix myself, then as a result I will be an example for others. Protesting, yelling, screaming, posting, mocking, which part of Islam was that allowed? You don't like somebody, remain silent. It's not for you to make a joke of somebody, that joke will be a rope on your own neck. Why? Because don't you see Allah's kingdom they say is coming. They say, everyone's saying heavenly kingdoms are coming. And we said, don't argue about who they are. When they come you'll know. But be scared that it's coming. As a result, tariqah follows the laws of the heavenly kingdom. Keep your manners, keep your silence, keep your good character. Look at your feet. Worry about only where your feet are going. Who cares what the other person is doing? He has his own Lord that has to govern him. So you'll see that Allah's ni'mat was tariqah teaching, and those whom were outside of tariqah teaching, Ya Latif, they're like a grass being mowed down. They're so wild you can't imagine. You see them, they have a gathering and they're yelling and screaming at all sorts of horrible. You can't imagine what this is nothing to do with the heavens. They invite people, outside guests, they start yelling and screaming. Every masjid you go into, somebody stands up and starts screaming. So what part of heavens was this? And what type of kingdom did you ever visit that you could do that? And we say, watch movies on kingdoms. The movies like the Chinese and Thai kingdoms, that if you merely were going to walk into a throne room, you could not look up and you had to go to your knees, and then you had to crawl into the presence of the king. But shaitan brought demonocracy and not kingdom laws. Why? So that you think, we're equal. Who said you're equal? The heavens has nothing to do like that. The heavens has to do with a kingdom and a king. And the protocol for a king and a kingdom is very difficult. And they would show these Chinese kingdoms, ancient Chinese kingdoms, you could not even get near the king. We gave many examples, many years we've been talking. If the king had a stamp so that everything would be authenticated, when his stamp was coming through the town, everybody had to come outside of their house, stand on the street and bow as the stamp was passing by through the guards. Why? This was tashrif. What do you think in heavens when they describe the Isra wal Miraj? That when Prophet was moving into the heavens, Allah commanded all angels, exit the paradises that you're in, stand outside of the door because the Sultan is coming through. This is the azimat, this is tashrif. Allah sent buraq, sent the robes of paradise, washed from oceans of paradise. Why? To show the honour and the majesty of His beloved king, that Allah crowned and gave the authority, wash him, perfect him, give him his limousine to enter into the heavens, and all the angels come outside and greet. Not that he goes inside that come outside to greet Sayyidina Muhammad and describe your paradise to his physicality that's coming tonight. This is heavenly kingdom, not the behavior of people on this earth. Where you think they would open their mouth? When we would travel with these awliya, these people were like wild baboons. They would say crazy things like, you think you could talk like that in the presence of Prophet? No. Because of the wildness, and then people saying, yeah, the heavenly kingdom is coming, but the two are not prepared. There's no manners, there's nobody teaching any protocol except tariqas. Because tariqah is based on adab. Keep your manners, keep your silence, keep your gaze down, keep your comments to yourself, learn discipline. You don't like something, it's not your problem. Find that in yourself and deal with that. Everyone has an oppressor inside themselves. Why are you worried about the oppressor outside? Everyone has a deception and a deceiving person. People say, oh, this person lies everything. But you have that inside yourself too, because you lie about everything. And every character we're seeing now on this earth, everyone has that inside themselves, but they don't see that, they only see the outside. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon, salaamun al mursaleen, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wa hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa bi sirri Surat al Fatiha. شهد يا رسول الكريم.